Good morning, ladies. This is Molly. I hope y'all are all having a wonderful day. I've been watching some wonderful YouTube videos and seeing the wonderful things y'all are creating. If I use the word wonderful again, somebody throw something at me. But anyway, ladies, I love the stuff y'all have been doing. Great inspiration. I appreciate so much y'all sharing your talent with us. And this is what I've been working on for the last couple of days or weeks. And I'm going to go through it with you. First, I want to thank Pat from... I think it's Tubpat or Tubpat that talked me into buying some white, some of this seam binding and dye it. Every time I spray a flower now, I just reach over, cut myself a couple yards and sop up the color of the Lindys Stamp Gang or the Tattered Angels sprays, and I'm loving the things. Anyway, so this is the front. As y'all can see, it's made with Bobunny's Gabrielle collection. And I've been putting off using it, and I finally broke down and used it. Now let me get started. This butterfly you see in the middle is actually one of the wooden pieces from the Pink Paisley collection, Butterfly Gardens. And what I did was, if you can see, just embossed it with a couple of different embossing powders and then thickened him up in the middle with some copper embossing powder. You can see the Prima bling on the cover. And then of course some Prima flowers and I Am Roses or Wild Orchid Crafts, just a couple of different flowers. Some have been sprayed, some have been embossed. I actually embossed some with copper embossing powder to pull off the metal colors. There's a little old stick pin I had made, stuck in there, and a Prima leaf, and then the pretty cover. I haven't titled the thing, but I think I'm just going to hang the word joyous or something. Just hang a little bitty tag off that key to play off that doorway and the key. So anyway, and then you can see, I'm just falling in love with Lindys Stamp Gang sprays. And if you can see this piece of lace, it came from Wild Orchid Crafts. Of course, it was just ivory, might have been white. And I sprayed it with Lindys Stamp Gang, and it is so pretty. I hope y'all can see. Okay, now the book's kind of plain, but it is big. It is about a 10-inch by 8-inch, if you can see my hand there. So I've got not a lot of spaces for pictures, but for some real pretty pictures, I hope. This was a tag. You can see a pocket that I created here, just folding the paper. You know how I wrap my pages, the chipboard. And this one I just wrapped around and made a pocket, put some pretty lace on there. And this is a metal piece. I just cut out one of the butterflies from the collection. Tried to show off the different papers. And then these tags I made, that's what started the whole thing. I was playing with making tags. Lindys Stamp Gang embossing powder. This is some different Lindys Stamp Gang I just kind of used as, almost as a watercolor. This is one of the stamps from Michael's. It's got a butterfly and the word Dream Big. And of course I embossed it all the same color, and then I cut out a second one and colored him so he would stand up. So it says Dream Big. Isn't that ribbon pretty? Again, I think it's from Michael's. And then the back, Lindys Stamp Gang, pretty stamp across top. And then this is a pocket, so you can slip something down in there. So that's one tag. This tag, if you can see, it's embossed, and I think it's Rach 00113. I'll try to look it up and put it on there, but she does some wonderful, absolutely artistic work, and I'm trying to learn from some of that. Again, one of the Michael's dollar stamps down there. I had him put clear embossing powder on it, and then did all my Lindys Stamp Gang spraying all over there, and then melted the embossing powder away, so it gave it a nice dreamy look on that. There's some of the seam binding. Thank you, Pat, so much for telling me about that. I've enjoyed the heck out of dyeing up that stuff. And then I made myself a flower out of it and used just some rhinestones I had. And here's the back of the tag, and I made a little pocket, a little piece to go in there. Just showing off the papers. This is an old Prima butterfly all glittered up and all. So that's my first couple of tags. The next page couldn't be too much easier. This is one of the mistables from Tattered Angels. It's a book of titles, and you spray them, and then of course you see what, where they've used the clear stuff and all, so that it comes through. But it's Be Happy, Find Joy All Around You. Isn't that pretty? And then one of the chipboard butterflies from the collection. Okay, the next page, again kind of plain. I just love the papers and was having fun trying to cut them to show off the elements I wanted you to see. The page back here is just a big old pretty page for when I put my picture there. I'll figure out what I'm going to do. Again, there's some of the lace that I've sprayed and dyed. And yes, it is two-tone. I was liking that, so I was going for that look. But I did get some to come out evenly sprayed too and all. there was a butterfly on the page. I stickled him and then just put this clear one over him. Added little stickles there, more of the ribbon. And then the back, once again, I stamped the whole thing with the print and then clear embossed fleur-de-lis on there, so it gave me my resist. And then I sprayed the whole dadgum thing with Lindys and just love it. And then, of course, I was able to just wipe off the spray from that one spot. So I was trying to learn some new things. Kind of plain, but pretty. And then just the back is pretty. Some room for tags, for pictures and stuff. Of course there's room for tags, they are tags. But anyway, okay. Now this, I just used the butterfly and used some bling on him. Used one of the journaling pieces from the collection. It is you lift it up and stick what you want behind it. And it's got faint little lines on there for journaling, and then the butterfly. So kind of plain, but I don't know what pictures going to be put on there and all, so I wanted to keep it easy. Here again, and just another strip of the paper, and then of course a little trim I punched out. I've been buying some Martha Stewart and K Success punches and just having fun with that. The back is plain, but just ready for whatever is going to go on there. And then this piece of artwork is one of the cutouts, one of the things that you cut from the page from the collection. That is so pretty, that piece. And then I just tied some of the seam binding around it and used one of the little brads on there as a trim. This paper right here, I don't remember where I got it from. I bought it from Frantic Stampers, but actually I think I bought it from Joann's. Don't remember the brand name, but it's the prettiest, heaviest weight embossed paper, and I got 2 or 3 patterns of it. And when I say heavy, that is some good sturdy cardstock. So what I did with it was just, folded it, used some chompers to cut the corners, and then folded it again so that there's little pockets here to tuck something under. So there's room for pictures or something, and of course room to tuck little notes or something. Use some edge dies to cut that. So I thought that made a pretty piece. And again, gives you 3 or 4 options for pictures and things. This next page is one of the Spellbinder dies on the edge. And if you can, I don't know if you can see or not, but I just had to piece it, but you can't tell really. The dies are only about 8 inches long, 8.5 inches long maybe. So I needed 10 inches, so I just pieced it together. I don't even know if I could, oh, right there I guess is where I pieced it. But Spellbinders make 12-inch dies. Spellbinders make 12-inch dies. Okay, so anyway, this tag tucks in there, and you can see that butterfly is kind of what catches it. There's some pretty fibers and lace. And then this is a piece of trim, and again, here's another one of those butterflies from the pink paisley line, and just embossed and used the different Lindys Stamp Gang embossing powders to make that on there. Made a little book to go in it. So cute. Okay, and then on the back it's just sprayed the heck all up with Lindys Stamp Gang. Isn't that gorgeous? And then one of the grunge board filigrees, which of course you can lift up and stick something underneath there. Okay, let's put that, oh heck, let's just throw it aside. Okay, and then a big pretty page for whatever you need to do picture wise and all. Okay, next page, again kind of plain, but the papers are so pretty and the stickers were so pretty I was having trouble covering any of them. So there's just a couple of mounts for pictures. Next page again kind of plain, just dolled it up with a little bit of like the butterfly, a little trail there with some Prima. So pretty. And I'm saying Prima, I think this one was Prima. I think the one on the front was actually Recollections, and also different ones. Some Prima flowers there. You see some of the yeah, this one was Prima because there's the little trim that came with it. So that's pretty, and you can just imagine a pretty dramatic picture there. The next page again is kind of simple, but Pat, once again, there's one of the I dyed probably 50 yards of tape so far. I bought it was 3 rolls with one-time shipping, so I took advantage of that. But have made myself some flowers with it. Used some of my rhinestones, Prima chipboard from the thing. Then just put a mat there. One of the journaling spots that comes with it. And then the last page in the thing, so it's not big. This is one of the die cuts. They're not die cuts, you actually cut them out. There's a page with a whole bunch of little journaling spots or picture spots like that. So I cut that out. And let's see if I can show you. I actually made an accordion. I made it an accordion folder. I don't know if you can see that. So that you can get more stuff in there. And Recollections flowers. Again, some of the grunge board that I've sprayed with Lindys, which is so pretty. Okay, and then that paper. And then the last tag in the thing, of course, was having fun with Lindys Stamp Gang's embossing powders here and there. Did the flower, and then just some fibers and ribbon. And then this back page, it's got a pretty little butterfly on him, or on her. And then some more of that trim, that piece I cut off there. I couldn't throw it away, so I just put him on the edge of there to make a pretty little trim. So it didn't take me long to show it, but it sure took me a long time to make the thing. I was having fun embossing and using some resist and doing different techniques and things. So having fun with that. I really enjoyed it. The back of the book is just plain. So there she blows. Now, kind of cute though. I like it. And once again, I'll probably just hang a word there once I know what the word is. Isn't that pretty? Okay, ladies, thank y'all so much. I've been just enjoying the heck out of the comments y'all are leaving on the other videos. I am at 486, I think 483 or 486 subscribers, and can't tell you how much I appreciate the fact that y'all are taking the time to watch these videos. That's just amazing to me. And so at 500, I will be doing a contest, or giveaways or something. But anyway, so if y'all don't mind, just stay tuned for that, and hopefully I'll get a few more subscribers so I can post that comment and all. Okay, I'm going to take a break for a minute because I want to show you just a little bit of a haul I did, and let me stop for a second and then I'll add that to it. Hold on just a minute. Okay, I'm back. Now what the heck is this, you say? Michael's had their fall flowers, fall stems, I think it was the name of the collection, on sale for 40% off. And this stem was a whopping $5.99. So at almost half off, what would that be? $3.60, something like that, not too much. Look at all the beads you get. And sometimes they do these things and they don't have any weight to them and all, but this time they have some good weight. So I'm not going to be using that in a flower arrangement, but those of you who are in charm swaps and things, wow, are those pretty. I don't know if you can tell the color. I don't have anything white to put this against, but this is a beautiful kind of amber color. So I bought that color. And then I bought this color, which is a beautiful, I'm going to say persimmon. Kind of a nice tangerine. It's not orange, it's kind of orangish persimmon-y. Just a beautiful, beautiful fall color. So for right over $3, look at all the pieces of beads you get. And they are drilled in the top. They have a little piece of wire going through them to hang them on this thing, but you could see where you could use jewelry wire. So I just wanted to share that with y'all. What a great buy, or at least I thought it was. And I think they still had them on sale with the extra discount coupon on or something. I don't know, it just came to almost nothing. Wanted to share it. I'm rambling. Sorry, ladies. Thank y'all so much for watching. Hope you're enjoying the heck out of your day. And thanks you so much for all the comments y'all leave. Good hearing from you. Y'all have fun.